Live from Studio 5 on Michigan Avenue, this is NBC 5 News Today at 6 a.m.
Well, okay, ladies, maybe even some of you guys, you've seen it before. The Bears game is on. Maybe it's close. Maybe it's a blowout. It doesn't matter. The scene is always the same. A screaming fan in your living room, maybe even painted in blue and orange.
All right, the question we're asking this morning is, how do you know when you're really dealing with a sports addict? And joining us this morning is Judith Wright, self-help guru. How are you? Nice to see you.
Great.
This is a perfect segue, your prop, if you will. One of the entertainment-only purposes,
right,
if you will, pool with Super Bowl squares. But there's a lot of telltale signs that indicate
pasted all over his desk.
Well, sports addictions are a form of soft addictions. There's seemingly harmless habits where you're overdoing these common activities like sports. It's not just a common little thing you're doing sometimes, but you're thinking about it a lot. It becomes a big part of your life. You're spending time, money, energy. You're betting, you're gambling, you're eating lots of snacks while you're doing it. It becomes a big part of your life. It's overdoing it. You don't realize it really has a cost. Yeah, all that you're talking about. Oh, you get so excited about the game, but not necessarily that excited about other parts of your life.
Yeah.
Well, you also take it to these incredible extremes. I was telling you, we had somebody in our living room who really was fearful he was going to have a heart attack.
Well, you
because
see,
it was so intense.
Well, part of it is that intensity, that emotional investment. I mean, you know, yeah, it's important to care about things, but when you're about having a heart attack watching a game, then you see you kind of go a little bit over that line, and it's like all the excitement of your life gets channeled into that one piece of the game, and that's where it becomes a problem.
Well, there's a fine line because, especially in Chicago, fans are rabid. They're die-hard fans. When can you tell that you might have, hey, this is affecting our lives, this might be a real problem?
When you go from a fan to a fanatic, and it starts to cross the line. Well, part of it is you find yourself with these, you're thinking about it all the time. You're over-investing time, money, and energy in the game. It's things like when your total mood is affected by how your team is playing, that's a telltale sign. If you're like, if somebody accuses you of it, you're too much into sports. Oh, no, I'm not. You should see my friend. If you're rationalizing it and using stinking thinking, then that's kind of a sign. You can't imagine that your life without sports. I had a fellow tell me the other day, he said, well, football is my life. Well, what happens in the off season then? You know, what kind of life do you have? So those kinds of things are a problem.
What kind of help do you get for something like that? I mean, I would imagine most people would probably laugh at you if you say you're going to get help for something like that.
I know, it's really true, but there's 8 key skills that can help you kind of unlock that. One of the biggest ones is to admit, you know what, I am kind of too much into this. It is taking time away from my family, away from my career. You know, it's breaking the denial is part of it. But another part is to realize, what does that give to you? What are you getting out of being so consumed by sports? There are deeper needs, and finding other ways to meet those. What people tell me is like that they like that sense of belonging, being part of something bigger, being excited about something. Or sometimes it substitutes, rather than being a winner in your own life, you're watching other winners on TV. So when you can find out what those deeper needs are, you start adding some other things to your life where you belong to things that matter more, you get excited about other parts of your life. Sports becomes a nice thing, but it doesn't become your total life.
Before we go, Judith, the book, I also noticed there's a pair of high heels on there, okay? So this goes beyond sports, really it does. The soft addiction solution applies to a lot of our lives and our livelihood. Thanks a lot.
That's great, thanks.
All right,
that high heel is what you use to hit the guy over the head.
Or after
you
go shopping because you just want revenge. If you want more information, you can find a link to to Judith Wright's book on our website. You just go to As Seen on NBC5.com. You click there, and there you have it, ladies.
That is right. Well, thank you very much. And we're going to talk weather now.